Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our first session of TESOL with AI, Tissel Online with AI. We're going to start with what I usually start with in each of my classes, whether online or face-to-face. That's not always possible, but a little bit of inner silence. So what I'd like you to do is close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes, but it helps if you do. Close your eyes. Take a few very, very deep breaths. Through your nose and out your mouth. A few. And try to focus on my voice. There's a lot of information out there. And specifically in my presentation, not going to go through all of it, but you'll have a chance to go through it yourself. So I'll be saying a lot of things. You don't have to feel that you have to remember anything. You can take notes in the chat, but don't try to take notes anywhere else. The presentation will be available as well as this recording, so you can listen to it as much as you want. Try to be here for yourself. If thoughts come up, and they will, because that's what we do, we're geared to generate thoughts. There's no control there, no prompts. Thoughts come and they go, but don't take them seriously if you can. Just look at them and come back to my voice or any other sound that's around, but preferably to my voice. I believe that if we can do this before our lessons or before we do anything, in fact, we will become more mindful. A little bit about me here. I have been teaching English as a foreign language as well as a second language, mostly in K-12, but also in higher education. I currently teach at a distance at two universities, one in Cyprus and one in Greece. I teach virtual reality and augmented reality. And you may find that strange because as an English language teacher, how in the world did I get there with virtual reality? I also use technology in all my teaching and in my life in general, just like all of us do. We use technology quite a bit. We use our phones. We don't think of it as technology, but it is. We drive a car if we drive, or a bicycle for that matter. And that's technology as well, a different kind, of course, but it's technology. But I also teach learners of English because most of these courses in Greece are in English, and yet the students are not native speakers of English. So they're actually learners, but they're learning another aspect, which is not English specifically, but they're learning about virtual reality. I teach them virtual reality experiences as well as storytelling. Our course, as you must have noticed, is on Moodle. If you're not familiar with Moodle, maybe you didn't notice it. Moodle has changed quite a bit since it began in the early 2000s, specifically in 2001, a little bit before that maybe. It's gone through many changes with lots of new plugins, and it looks quite different. The one that we're using is Moodle 5.1. I am the admin of this Moodle and other Moodle sites, and I've been doing this since 2003. This particular site is fairly new because it had to be renewed. All the files were corrupt in the server, and I had to start all over again. So this course is very different from any of the other courses. If you took Tissel Online with AI in previous years, you'll find this one very, very unique and different. Moodle is a learning management system. It's open to everyone, 24/7. So you can come at any time, your time zone, or in the middle of the night, nobody will know, and do your work, because most of the work, actually all the work, is on the Moodle platform in the course. The course is mostly asynchronous. There are only 2 live meetings, this one and another one at the end of the month, since this is a month-long course. A little bit about my beliefs and how I work online. You'll be learning through the various activities. You'll be learning about how I do things, and this may help you. You are open to ask questions about how things are done. I'm very open and very happy with questions. In fact, I encourage you to ask as many questions as you want. I love questions. I think that it's important to ask questions. But in order to ask questions, you have to do something, because if you don't do anything, there's nothing to ask. That's what I tell my students, and I'm telling you as well. So try things out. If they don't work, ask. You don't have to be frustrated. You don't have to try new things. And I'll tell you how to get in touch with me immediately, so you get your response right away. It's really, really important to provide support, any support. If it's for an in-person class or if it's for a fully online class, it's more difficult to provide support in a face-to-face in-person class because we can't get to everybody. The way I do it face-to-face is I open groups, could be in WhatsApp or Messenger or by email, but that's not as good. And students contact me and ask questions if it's face-to-face. We still use technology in order to connect. That's the only way you can have one-on-one connection right away. So support's really, really important. You'll notice that I'll be supporting you and you might learn from it, but ask questions if you're not sure. Okay, don't think that she must be doing this, she must be doing that. Just ask and I'll tell you. Instruction, I believe in guiding students step by step. Now, students have different ways of understanding. We all do. It's not just students, it's people. People understand in different ways. So we can't really teach everybody the same way. And that's why I went online the first time in the mid-1990s, because I wanted to reach my students. And the only way to do it was through technology. I couldn't phone them. In those days, it was too complicated. So the only way was through the internet. And as I said, different ways. And it's not just learning needs, because students don't always know what they need, but it's learning about them and then trying to figure out ways of reaching them. And there are many ways, through screenshots, videos, visuals, or live meetings, such as this one, just meeting students and helping them out individually or in groups. Individually is kind of difficult because we don't have the time. That's almost like in-person meetings. So groups are a great way of doing it, and just working with students in smaller groups, perhaps. And learning. I encourage students to try things out and practice. As a language teacher, it's really, really important for them to practice. It's important for me to learn from their practice how they're doing. So this is important for both the student and the teacher. The presentation will go through the following. Moodle, we've looked at it. I'll talk about support for students in more details and how we'll be able to support each other, because by supporting you, I'm also supporting myself, because it's important for us as teachers to reach our students. We want this, and I wanted to. Free screen recorders, free AI tools, free, oh, that's repeated. orientation activities that you've done, or if you haven't, you can still do it, and it's important that you do it. How to copy and paste tables. I'll be going through this a few times, so you don't have to think that you need to know it. You just need to try things out and ask questions. Copy and paste code from ChatGPT, customize images, embed links with generic code, but you don't have to. YouTube and Vimeo, embed Google Drive if you're going to use Google Drive because you don't want to use YouTube. You don't have to use YouTube. You can use Google Drive. Also, we'll be going through week 1, digital badges and requirements for week 1. Tissel Online, which is a bot that I created with AI generator. It's a ChatGPT, GPT. Create Mizzou chatbot for students. We'll be doing that later on. Magic School will be doing that later on. Image generators, grading is out of 100. Just to remind you, everybody gets 100 when they do the task. The 4 digital badges, and of course, at the end, the certificate of completion, which has, well, you'll see what it has at the end. So a little bit about Moodle LMS. Before we get started, how many of you have used Moodle? And you can write T for teacher or S for student in the chat, just so I get an idea, because from your comments and from the introduction, I sense that some of you have. Oh, I see. Thank you for adding where you're coming from. This is a great way for me to see who's here when I take a look at it. So thank you for that. You can also copy the chat at the end if you're taking notes, or if you want to for other reasons, that's fine. The chat doesn't appear in the recording. It won't appear. So feel free to use that. I see that some of you have. Thank you for adding that. Deeply or not deeply, I'm not testing you on Moodle. This is not a Moodle course. It is in Moodle, but it's not a Moodle course. There will be a Moodle course in December if you're interested in joining. If you're an advanced Moodler, but generally my Moodle courses for beginners, intermediate and advanced, as well as admins, is in May. So you'll have to wait until May. You've noticed the editor, TinyMCE, that's on the latest Moodle, which is Moodle 5.1. And you can see these are some plugins, and I've added some of them that you'll be familiar with. That's Kylo. You'll see that sticky notes, Aminote, you'll get a chance to view them as a student. But if you take my courses, you'll be able to actually create them and see what they're like. There's also Poodle. I don't know if you're familiar with Poodle. It's for English language teachers mostly. There's Read Aloud, Poodle Solo, word cards, and so on. And teachers create amazing things for their students. You have seen it in the editor. It's one of the recorders. If you notice in the editor, there is a recorder. You can record your voice, or you can create a video. This is what the course looks like. And you'll have a chance to create. Only one person did this so far. In fact, a few of you completed week 1. So congratulations for that. But actually, the course started on the 1st. And today is the last day of registration. Anyone who, your friends who wants to register, tomorrow I'm closing the registration. So far, over 200 have enrolled in the course. And hopefully they will all be active, because that's my goal, to have active participants. So notice the blue strips. There's one at the top, one on the left, which is a semicircle, one on the right, which is also a semicircle. The blue have information. You can click on anything. You don't have to worry about this. There's also a video on this that you can watch in the course. Again, this is just to give you a picture. You've seen this because you have enrolled in the course. You'll be focusing on the center. You click on any of these and feel free to go around and click. These are some learning tips for you as a Moodle learner, learning on Moodle. And you can read that on your own. I'm not going to go through it, but there are some very important tips from my experiences with students, whether with advanced or new students to Moodle. So take a look at this later on. It's in the course. Maybe some of you have looked at it already, and familiarize yourself with it. I'll go through some of them in a minute. What I want you to notice here is practice stress management techniques like deep breathing or meditation. This is super important for teachers, especially because we have so much on our plate. We're learning, we're not just teaching, we're learning all the time, and things are changing and students are changing, and every student is different. I don't have to tell you, but we need stress management. And I also offer a mindfulness course if you're interested. I think it's in April, if I'm not mistaken. You can register now, so you'll be reminded in case you forget. It's on the main page of the site, which is called Integrating Technology. Very important. Deep breaths is the SOS that we need to do, whether in front of our students. Just take a deep breath. And so take a look at those. And remember, you're not alone. You are not alone. We're all here together and we're learning from each other. I'm just facilitating the course, but we're all learning from each other. I'm learning from you as much as you're learning from me, because I'm only one person and you're many, 200 plus. So I'm learning a lot from each and every one of you. Now, can I support you? Because this is super important. There is Ybug, and you must have noticed it. It's on the right. It's in pink. And I don't want you to use it. Unless you're stuck outside the site and you can't get in front, which is anything could happen. You know, we never know what could happen. Things go wrong with Chrome, with our computers. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're an experienced, tech person. Things go wrong. And so I'm here to help. There is the pink in case something goes wrong. Otherwise, please use the weekly support forums, and only those. And there are a few ideas on why, but I'm not going to go through each of these. I just want to tell you that using the messaging system, which is at the top, or email, or the support on the right, the pink, means that it goes into my private email account and your email account, and we are communicating through email, and it's only the two of us. Nobody else benefits. And the idea behind learning is to learn together, support one another, and learn from each other. Learning from one person is limiting, but learning from all of you is going to be amazing, especially since we've got participants from all over the world. So we're gaining so much, and we have students from all over the world. So having teachers from around the globe is very, very important, and we can learn so much. When you use the support form, everyone sees your question and everyone sees my answer. And you can also answer each other. You can support one another, because maybe if you know, and it's very gratifying to be able to help someone who's asking a question. So actually, it's knowledge sharing. We are sharing what we know, because not one person doesn't know it all. Okay, I'll keep saying that. So notice these are threaded discussions. You can also search for keywords or tags, as they're called in this Moodle platform. So you can go through those and find out why collaborative learning and peer-based learning is important. and why I would like you to use the support form and use it all the time, extensively. Ask questions. The more questions, the better. Okay, so I'm going to let you read all that. As I said, there's lots of information here, but I'm not going to go through it. It's for you for later on. So let's continue. But before we do, let me see if there's any question that needs to be answered. If there is, please put a, I see some of you have used Canvas. Yes, Canvas is improving. It's trying to get as good as Moodle, but it's still not there. So please let me know if there's a question, put a question mark before so that I'll be able to, okay, there are a few questions, so I'll know that you have an urgent question. Oh, here I see a question. Thank you, Joyce. Please show exactly where the support form is. Do you mean the group discussion form? That's a good question. I don't think the word group appears anywhere. As opposed to private, there are no private or group discussion forms. All the discussion forms are for tasks, but I will show you that. And I think I have in the video, yes, I have. There's a video showing where everything is in week 1, but I'll do it again. But again, please ask in the support form where the support form is, and I'll get a screenshot to show you where it is, or I'll share the video that is already there. I don't mind answering the same question, by the way, a million times. I believe that that's what I'm supposed to be doing, or at least that's what I do. All right, so notice there is a glossary of all the AI tools that I have listed, but that's not all. You are welcome to add yours. So if you know a tool that's not there, and you can find them out by alphabetical order. So you've got a tool and you want to check it out and see if I've added it. You can go into these in alphabetical order, just click on one of these. If it's not there, just add it. So this is something that we can do together. And these are some of the tools that are there. There's the one that I created. The links are clickable. So you've got the presentation in the course. I'll take you there after I finish here and show you where it is in case you haven't found it. But if all these are clickable, so you click on them and you can go to the tool. There's Defit. I don't know if you're familiar with Defit. These are all tools that we'll be using some of them, not all of them, but you can use all of them. They're all for language learning. Again, if there's a tool that's not here, you'll be able to add it. And I'm sure there are a lot of tools that you're familiar with. And this way we can build a huge glossary. Some of them I use on a regular basis. Some I don't, some I like, some. By the way, Quizlet brought back its AI for free. Hopefully it'll stay free. It took it away. And then try these. Roshi is specifically for English language teaching. Like Twee. Let me go back. Like Twee. Twee's also very similar to Roshi, but it's not exactly the same. If you're familiar with Twee. I also created other bots such as TESOL. Well, I mentioned Tissel Online with AI, where you can create a syllabus, lesson plans, engaging activities. There's also another one that I created called AI for ELT. And there's the link there. You can also create different things. I also added Camtasia, which is new. You can create images and turn them into videos. You can also do this with Google Gemini, but with Google Gemini, you need to have an advanced or to pay. With Camtasia, you can do it without paying. And there's the link for that. You had to, most of you did it, but I don't know. If you haven't, you can let me know in the chat with a thumbs down, thumbs up if you did the introduction, where you add a photo and it's generated into a talking video where the photo talks. And these are really cute. Students love these. Let me know in the chat, please. D-ID, great. If you run out of credit with D-ID, use another email. That's what my students do. That's their recommendation, not mine. So, okay, great. So if you haven't, it's time to do it. All these are free. Sometimes, they're very aggressive because they want you to pay, but you don't pay. You just hit the X. You have to know how to get around it because it's right in your face. They kind of make you feel like you have to pay, but you don't have to pay. You just click on the X and then it'll bring you back and you don't pay. If you haven't joined the course, then you won't have the presentations. You need to join the course. Okay, everything is in the course. I don't share anything by email because this is a course management system. That's the idea behind an LMS, that everything is there. The activities are there, the content is there. It's a school, like I showed you in the image at the beginning. So what do we have here? First of all, on the left is HeyGen. I really like HeyGen. And many of you have used HeyGen. I think most of you used HeyGen and not D-ID, but D-ID is amazing. You create an avatar. As you can see here, there's my avatar. And then you add a script. You can add a background. You can do all of these things. And then generate it. Next is the mind map, Mapify. Mapify is free. You get credits. But if you want to use it with more credits, then use the Chrome extension. Mapify is also a Chrome extension. And this extension is amazing because it summarizes not only websites and videos and everything that's in your browser as a mind map, it also summarizes your email. And it's right there. But you need to add the Chrome extension in order to see it right there on your websites. You need to get the Chrome extension. I hope that's clear. So there are two things. One is the browser-based one, and the other one is the Chrome extension. You can get both. What does credit mean? That's a very good question. Credit means, I don't know, it's a system they started with AI. Instead of asking for money, they give you credit. So let's say, but credit equals money. So if you get 10 credits, 10 credit means that you can do a lot for free. But when you run out of credit, you have to pay. So how do you get around it? You create a new account. Or in some cases, they suggest that you get 500 credits. For example, Mapify suggests that you get 500 credits if you spread the word about it, and then you'll get 500 credits. But 10 credits is enough. So credits is like money. So instead of running out of money, you run out of credits. Instead of saying you ran out of money, put more money into it. I guess, it's just a tech way of saying things. Technologists came up with this. And the fact that we don't know what it is not strange at all. I think that was an excellent question. Notice here with the free Mapify, you can summarize YouTube. You can summarize the website, but you summarize it not in text. It's summarized as a mind map. So it's very visual. And you don't have to have all the information. You can limit it for your students so that they don't get bombarded with too much information. These are the screen recorders. I've used all of these. They're great. Some are better than others. I think Demo Creator is probably the best of all of them because it has unlimited time. Canva used to be great. It used to have unlimited time for the videos, but then they started limiting it, and then they stopped, and now they're back. So you have to check these because they change. So whatever I say today may change tomorrow. So I apologize for that, but it has nothing to do with me. ScreenPal is also wonderful. Students love it, and so do teachers, because it has editing features, annotations as well. Awesome Screen Recorder is also on Chrome. It's a Chrome extension. It's quite good. It also has annotations. And also you can grab images and get screenshots. So Awesome Screen Recorder is amazing. ScreenPal, Demo Creator. Let's see what else is here. Camtasia, which is fairly new now. It's open to the public. It's on a browser because many of these are not on your browser. ScreenPal, you need to download it. And I don't know about you, but many of my students don't like to download things. So some of these are downloadable and some are not. Canva is both, for example. You can download it on your desktop or you can keep it in a browser. If any of these things that I'm saying you don't understand, please ask. Thank you. Oh no. You can also don't pay anything, please, unless you want to, but I'm not encouraging payment. What you can also do in some cases is get a trial for 30 days, but make sure that you stop the trial, that you opt out before so that you don't pay. Some of them want your credit card and some don't, but be careful. Teachers have enough to pay. We don't want to pay. And then there's, as I mentioned, Camtasia, which is fairly new. Notice what you can do here. You can create, this is new, so I don't think you have it, but if you do, that's great. You create videos from screenshots with AI instantly, and it's free. Which is Screen Recorder is my favorite. I think Screencast-O-Matic and Demo Creator are my favorites. Yeah, if it's 3 days, then you do it for 3 days. I mean, 3 days is enough to do the task. And then, as I said before, what you can do is use another email. Most of us have more than one email. Let me know in the chat if you have more than one email. I don't want to tell you how many I have because I don't know. I don't know. There are too many of them. But you can always create a new email account just for this. Okay, so let me know in the chat, how many emails do you have? A gazillion. That's right. Most of us have a lot of them. OBS is great. It's a bit complicated for many people, but OBS is completely free. It's open source. I'm glad you're using it. That's great. I didn't put OBS because most people find it complicated, but I also have OBS. Right, let's go on to table cells. Now, I don't want to talk too much about this. I'll be talking about it next week. Not next week, actually. I'll create a video of this next week, so you'll be able to see it. But what you do is you create tables. You ask, whether it's ChatGPT or any of the bots that you use, just ask for a table. If it's Gemini, by the way, just write in the chat what you're using. Ask for a table and then just copy and paste the table, and you'll be able to copy and paste them in the course without any problems. I'll be sharing some videos on that, and I'll be explaining how to do that. So don't worry about it now, but you can practice. You can just open a discussion, try it, and then just delete it just for yourself. Okay, there's an explanation on that. You can read it for later on. And I encourage you to use tables because they're a lot easier. You can put images in tables instead of words. That's fine too. And not too many words like I have here. But this is for you to read for later on. Images on Moodle. All right. So if you want to know how I use images, I used to use Idogram quite a bit. Most of my images here are from Idogram until Google Gemini started creating amazing, generating, not creating. We are the creators, they are the generators. Started generating amazing images very easily with the advanced. I don't know about the free, but with the advanced. And I have advanced because I need more room in my Google. So Idogram is my favorite because it has text, and I like text in my images. But you can try any of these. Microsoft Designer is good. And maybe you have others that you can add to our glossary. That would be great. So try these. And yeah, there are a lot of them, and there are more coming. You know, the competition is huge. And that's a good thing for us. But they're charging, you know, it's become a business. So it's hard for teachers, hard for students. But as I said, there are ways around it. I want to talk about links. How many of you have added links? In week 1, in your introduction, for example, you had to add links. So I should have a lot of thumbs up. Links, links, links. Now I have fixed your links for you because I want them to open in a new window. So you've all added links in Moodle, but you need to tick this off. So whatever you add, make sure that it's ticked off so that people don't lose their place. I mean, there's a way around it, but I'm not going to bother you with that. For now, please do that. In addition, sometimes you'll open a discussion and you won't have an editor. It'll be just like this, blank. What do you do with this? You can paste a link, but you won't be able to set it. You can't set a link unless you have an editor. And I'll show you what I mean by editor, content editor. So you need to go into advanced and click on it. Once you clicked on the advanced, you will see what happened to my, oh, I guess it's later on. Sorry about that. You'll see the full editor. And you need that. Now, images, you can read this. I'm not going to go through it. There's also a video here. With the images, you need to size them. You need to minimize them so that they're not huge. And there's a way to do that. I've added some videos in the orientation for you to learn how to do that. So go to the orientation to learn how to do it. That's important. To make sure that your images are not huge because, you know, how can you look at a huge image? We wanted them to be small enough so that they don't take over the whole page. You don't need to download Moodle at all. That's not what this course is about. We are using Moodle. It's a learning management system, but you don't need to do anything with it. You're not learning Moodle. You are learning in Moodle, so you're learning some things about Moodle as we go, but it's not a course on Moodle. It's a course on Tissel Online with AI. These are the activities. You will see them on the right. Subscribe to the forums. Okay, that's also important. There it is again. And there, this is again for you to remember what you're going to look at. So this is the orientation. These are the videos. Notice resized images. On the right, permalink, how to connect with links, that's important. Customizing images is important. All these are important, in fact. How to fix a video size, how to embed. Watch these. How to edit here, embed YouTube shorts. How to embed a YouTube shorts. There's a video here in the orientation. So please go through that in the orientation. Week 1, those of you who finished, congratulations once again. But these are the tasks. That's okay, all of these. And this is the support forum for anyone who wants to know where it is. It's at the top of each week. Each week you will see communication and support form, because it's not only support, you can also, besides asking questions, adding comments, making recommendations, you can also communicate with each other. Okay, so, and then there's TESOL with AI, the URL of this presentation. That's number 2. Number 3 here is a little information about peer engagement and learning, and then the introduction with HeyGen and D-ID, as well as Mapify. The glossary, where you can add and learn about the different AI tools. And then there's a discussion forum, how AI can enhance teaching and learning experiences. And the last one, some of you only have the last one to do before you're done, and that is how to navigate the course. And there's a video there on how to do that. Again, this is the layout of the course. So you'll be showing the left, the right, the top, the support, which I don't want you to use unless you really have to, unless you're stuck out of the course, not in the course. If you're in the course, each week, notice week 1, 2, 3, and 4, they all have communication and support forum, which is one form actually. Number 6 is you scroll down. This is the left of week 1, communication and support at the top. It's always at the top of each week. So you can start the week there by asking, what do I have to do this week? I'll tell you, even though it's written there, but I'll still tell you. Okay, so feel free to ask questions, even if they're there. If the answer is there, that's okay. And then you'll get a certificate. By the way, how many of you got a certificate? I think quite a few of you already have. If you haven't enrolled in the course, I'll be going into the course and I'll share that link in a minute, okay? So if you have not enrolled in the course, no, it's not a certificate, it's a badge, okay? It's just a badge. But these badges add up. They add up, and then you get the certificate. So you'll see in a minute. So some of the activities are view, where you just look at it, like this presentation that's there, you just view it. And some of them you do. The ones that you do have a grade out of 100, no in-between grades. If you do the activity, you get 100. And you'll see 100 when you go into it. So I asked how many you finished. I know one for sure. Yes, you get a badge for finishing the activities. Of course, as soon as you finish, you get it. There's no time. Don't worry about time, because time is not a factor at all. Okay, we've got 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, you can work at your own pace. That's okay. But, especially at the beginning, it might take you longer, but then it'll go really fast. Week 1 might have taken longer. And, okay, that's a QR code for the Tissel Online AI generator. That's a guide on how to teach English to speakers of other languages online with engaging activities you'll be able to create. So that's in the presentation as well. Maybe I went too fast, so you didn't get that, but it's in the course, and I'll take you to the course when I finish this presentation. So make sure that I grade your work. If you did your work and I didn't grade it, just send me in the support. Just say, Nellie, can you please grade this? And there's also completion progress block on the right where you can see your progress. And this is what it looks like. On the right, you will see the following. You'll see in green or in blue, you'll see what you've done. And if it's not filled in with a color, it means you haven't done it yet. So you simply click on it and you go. And I want to mention that the badges are not just images. They have codes in them. Moodle makes this possible. All the badges are authentic to you. They're individual to you. And they have codes in them, just like the certificate. The certificates are also coded, and you can verify, or someone, your place of work can verify these certificates. They're unique and legit. So it's not just certificates. They're coded. And these are the badges, one for week 1, week 2, 4 badges, 3, and week 4. And this is the final certificate. Your name will appear. Once you finish all the activities, you go into the certificate. It'll open for you. I don't do anything. No hands. Don't do anything. I don't click anywhere. You just go in there. It has a tracking system, so it'll know when you've done everything. And it's not AI, it's another. Here's the course. This is the overview of the course. Okay, and then you scroll down to it. There's the left that's the course index. There's the right and everything that I showed you. Notice there's the completion progress. Now it's green. Notice if it's completed, it's green. Notice I completed these. I haven't completed the introduction yet. So I need to do that. So that's how you know of your progress. You will receive your badges here. You'll get your certificate here. And this is where you can verify it. Okay, that's the right. On the left, as I said, you can also follow the left and go through all of these. Notice these with the green filled circle. That means I've done that. The ones that don't have a color filled in, that means I still need to do that. Let me close the course index. All right. So the orientation has all these videos. Here they're coming up. All these videos, please watch them. It has information that's relevant. And the introduction. The introduction, there's HeyGen D-ID, HeyGen that I mentioned, and Mapify. And there is the communication and support form. Let me know in the chat if everybody sees communication and support form. Thumbs up, yes. N for no, Y. Everyone that's here. I just want to make sure that everybody sees it because it is the most important thing you can do is ask a question. Questions are brilliant. And you'll be brilliant for asking. Okay, so notice these are the done, and this is the to do on the right here of the introduction. Remember, I still have to do that. So there are a few to-dos. The presentation is here, Tissel Online with AI presentation for week 1. Okay, it's here. You click on it, and it takes you here. Okay, there it is. Now, because it's set to open in a new window, I can close it, and I'm back here. Here's the glossary that I mentioned. It's a view. It's not to do. You don't have to do it, but you can go through it. There is the glossary. Does everybody see that? Let me know in the chat. If you see ABC, notice Brisk is here, Canva, Chalky by alphabetical order. And if you add one, if you want to add one, you just go into the entry, add the name, the definition, just like I did, keywords if you wish. And don't forget to add the link Okay, the link is very important. You add the link here. And how do you add a link? You add the word. You go into this link, and then you add the link. And don't forget to tick to open it in a new window. And the link will be integrating. You know what? Let's make it zoom.com. Okay, Zoom. And then all I have to do is click on that after I save changes. And it'll take me to Zoom. I don't want to go to Zoom. So I will delete this. Okay, I don't want it. I will go down and cancel it. I can't delete because it hasn't been added yet. Okay, so how do I go back from here? Well, there are actually a few ways of going back. I can open the left here. Notice I'm here and I can go up and down, close that up, or I can go here and go from right, this is where I am, to left. Or I can scroll all the way down and go to the next activity on the right or the left. Notice this is a support that I don't want you to use unless you're stuck outside the course and then for some reason and you need help. So let's go back to week 1 and continue scrolling in week 1. The next activity is how AI can enhance teaching. I'm not going to go into that because people have added, I don't want their names to appear here in the recording. And then there's the final one, which is a video tutorial where you use one of the screen recorders that I mentioned. I can go into that actually. You use the screen recorders. There's a video here that shows you what you need to do. It shows you the left, it shows you the right, it shows you the middle, it shows you everything. So watch this video and then do the same. That's all. You do the same. And there are a few questions here that you might want to pay attention to. So watch that. And the screen recorders I showed you before, they're here. And you can choose any of these. They're all free. Of course, you can pay, but why would you? You would have to pay for longer videos, but your video shouldn't be more than 5 minutes, even less. So let's take a look at some of the questions. Are there any questions? Because we've got 3 minutes. 3 more minutes. I don't want to hold you up. At the end of this, you will receive your certificate. Your certificate will come from Zoom, directly from Zoom. So if your name doesn't appear the way you want it, I suggest you change it now. Rename yourself now so that, you know, I don't know if I go through the list here, your names look fine. But if your name says, I don't know, Fireflies, AI note taker, you're not going to get a certificate with that, right? That's not going to help you very much. So make sure that if you are the Fireflies, that you change it now before it's too late, before I close the room. Okay, make sure that the name appears as you wish it to appear. Okay, otherwise you're going to give me extra work because it comes straight from Zoom. And if you haven't joined the course, please join. Can someone add the link? Oh, I think I've added it. Perfect. Here's the link again. Copy the chat because you'll be able to get everything, all the links and things that were mentioned. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. That was very kind. And thank you. Have a great week. Enjoy the course. Ask questions. Don't go to a place of frustration. I don't want you to be frustrated. I want you to feel wonderful. So please ask right away. Don't think, oh, this is a silly question. Nellie won't like it. Nellie will love it. Okay, I will love your questions. Trust me, I love questions. So please ask, because I'll tell you why, to be honest, why I love questions, because they help me. They help me understand learners. They help me understand how to reach them in better ways. You're actually helping me by asking questions. So please ask. And thank you for being in the course. I'm thanking you. So I hope everything is okay with everyone and you're well and your family's well. And feel free to use the chat for all the communication that you want. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.